So, hello guys. Um, Today I didn't wanted to do any video. I just wake up, started feeling this usual way I used to feel. To just wake up and just destroy everything I've built and start to rebuild them again, rebuild from our first. Like it's just like it's just like going from old life, like just like death and rebirth. Let me just say, dying from your old life and wanting to build a new life, all this kind of stuff. It normally happens, and it just happened. And this period, I didn't just give it the chance because it always make me start afresh, and I know it's a spiritual attack. That is how they normally come and attack me spiritually. I already know. So whenever I have that thing, I just have to calm down and just because the way you can be attacked spiritually is through your thoughts. No one can attack you. There's this spiritual attack you the year and all this stuff. It happens with the thoughts. If people, if I want to destroy your life now, the easiest thing I can do is planting a thought that will destroy your life in your brain. I don't have to do much. You have to. You are the person that will use your hand and destroy yourself. That is why most times when all those thoughts come, I'm the one that use my hand, destroy myself and rebuild myself. It's just like a loophole. Just like a loophole. You build a you get to a certain point in a building, you destroy it and start from foundation again. You get to a certain point in a building, you destroy it and start from foundation again. You keep doing it instead of completing the building. You keep building this. I like in a year I could destroy myself 10 times and rebuild myself 10 times and and each time I destroy it just like shading different layers. So at some point I understand this thing and me I've think it. How does all this spiritual it doesn't mean that a spirit will come but then it not gets to me. The only way what controls your reality? Your thoughts. What controls yourself? Your mind. What are we all connected to? Mind. We are all connected to mind. We are using one mind in a different body. We are all connected to one mind. So if all of us are connected, that means if I tap in, if you can tap into certain power to be able to send energy, manipulate energy and all this, you can easily manipulate someone energy. You can easily plant thoughts that could destroy people's life. That is when you can even use spell. Now you go use your anybody wey dey destroy in life. That is why most times it's not that most people are strong spiritually. That is the reason why they couldn't people don't get them spiritually. It's not they are strong. They are strong mentally and not they like you have to understand that you see here is where everything happen. You are getting a spiritual attack. This is where they send it to you. Nobody there is any vision, anything you are seeing a spirit you created the image from your head. You are the only one seeing it. Everything is being projected from your head, from your brain. That is when you are everything is being go that is where everything is going on. So easiest way to stop spiritual attack is to know what you think. Be careful of your thinking. There are certain thinking that make you destroy yourself. You just think and destroy yourself. Not people will destroy you and you'll be like spiritual. Sometimes it might just be a feeling of they might just send a feeling of laziness. It might just be a feeling of laziness. They might just send a feeling of like sabotaging yourself. Like it's just different. Any like anything that makes you feel like a failure, or anything that makes you feel like to fail, make you feel a certain way. You know that this way, this is not how I'm supposed to be feeling. Forget that is a spiritual attack. Forget all this one people. Spirituality is mental. Spirituality is mental, everything. And sometimes at some point yeah, I would like to experience astral projection. But from all this why I haven't dedicated myself to practicing astral projection to actually because there's something I want to figure out there. Because I feel like this astral projecting, it happens in our head. I feel like all this traveling, we are not leaving our body, but it's from our head everything is going on. That is what I feel like. We are in one place, but in thousands place in that astral projection. We are in one place. So I feel like it's all about it's the thing of the mind. And the same when you visualize something, it becomes a reality. What if all those astral projection was never real, but we are the people that created it in our brain? What I want to find out is an astral projection. Is I want three people to actually astral project to the same place without talking to each other, and three of them will come differently. They will not meet each other and explain this what they see, the experience, like explain every little details. The other one explain. If they could get three correct thing, all like they get the same thing, the same description, that means astral projection works. That means astral projection is more than working in our brain. But if these people can get it, that means everything. That means there is nothing that is true. Everything happens here. Everything, it happens here. We created everything. We human being, we created everything. And that gets me to another topic, but I will speak about it later. So, so in spiritual, so I feel like spirituality is mind. So just be careful not to destroy yourself with your thoughts. Just to be careful, because that is the only way you can be attacked. So to avoid spiritual attack, not to be attacked spiritually, to like just build your mind, just know your brain, just focus. You see this mind, if you can be able to control it, if you can be able to control it, to power this mind, to control it, only you know what you can do. Trust me. I've seen I've seen something that made me believe in the power of mind. I've seen things that made me believe in the power of mind. And I've seen things that made me understand that mind is everything from personal experience. And mind is how you get attacked spiritually. There is no spirit coming to your face, or everything is happening in your head. These eyes, these eyes you can see. There is certain there is certain thing this eye is programmed to see. This eye is programmed to see what, if funny enough, if you close this eye, what can you see? Dark. If you open it, you can see. Funny enough, this eye only sees what it was programmed to see. To see beyond, you have to close the eye. This eye can probably make you feel like what you are holding is solid. You feel the energy. What if I tell you it's not solid and nothing is there? But this eye make you feel like it's there. So the easiest way to manipulate your brain is by coming and place another screen on your face and program your and make your brain like manipulate this your sight to be seeing something else. This your sight won't be seeing anything. It will feel like this is what I'm seeing, but the truth is this eye is not seeing anything. It's your brain. That is why there's certain when you see certain people, they'll be seeing spiritual things. They'll say, I see this person, but you cannot see it. But them they can see, because they are not seeing anything. They are seeing it in their head. It's in their head. It's not there. It's in their head. But they tell you, look at it, it's there. It's in their head. Baba, they don't use, so it's just like something that was used to cover your eye like this, like cover your eyes. So that way that they show you like this is like, it's like they're using this. So if you have strong mental brain and you build up your mental brain to the extent that you go even see, you not go even fear, because you know say that is why most times when you use certain name and call, when you're experiencing all these things and call, there's certain confidence that this thing is with me, this thing you feel like this thing go. It doesn't. It's not that your. It's just that your mental brain just adapted to a higher, just like that shock and that feeling and that person, like your. I don't know how to explain, but it's just like a drive of your belief coming to save you. Like it be like program world, that whenever I say this program word, it gets me back to reality. You grab that is why most times when you experience, you say blood of Jesus. You feel like the thing, because the blood of Jesus brings the word blood of Jesus bring your mind back to consciousness, bring your mind back to what this eye can see and make it sometimes. That means if that is when your faith is strong, when you don't have enough panic. Because I swear to God, I'm developing myself to the extent that if I see spirit, something that doesn't exist, I won't sit down, watch am, shake am, full am talk. That is this instant I want to let me see it. I want to fear. I want to see it. I want to see that one that they fear. Fear waiting. See, I know it is fear. Fear is illusion. But one thing about fear is fear. Fear will kill you faster than bullets. Because the truth is, most times it's not the bullet that killed the person that was shot, but it's the shock, the fear of shock that killed the person, not actually the bullet. Because sometimes you go, but there is a certain way you like courage you will have, the way you will be fearful and you will be shot, you will still remain alive. Because because you didn't have enough shock, not enough shock to throw you out of power or out of balance. You are in balance. You are ready to take in what comes. That is why most times that is why we say I dey explain people say you see one thing about people who said they did you try and run mad and many people I feel like these people these people who do this I feel like everything happen in their brain. I can't ask myself if these people do this like people yeah, younger people do ritual, you go see them, they go say, this person, it doesn't exist anymore now. For me, say anything where that they talk like those times, all these things exist. But when you watch movie, but at some point you be like, you see old men, 60, 50, they'll be doing the same thing these young men are doing. And funny enough, that the worst. These young men don't even have mind. That the worst. That the worst people. Ah, that is why all these things no longer like it's no longer much. People feel like it's young people, but the truth is old men doing the worst. It's not even because it's them that have this mentality. Just this generation, people coming up in this generation, we are more focused than like our attention are no longer in those situations. We are the world have let me see the world have evolved beyond that past, and very soon the truth is all these things not going to exist again with time, which I'm certain. So if you ask yourself, how does all these old men do the same ritual these young men do, and this young man go run mad, this one no go run mad, you go even live young, you go even reach 100 in society, people will come very high level. How? You don't ask yourself how. Because you have trained the man to understand, because they already know that this is their mind. They go sit down with the spirit, they drive. Okay, what you say you want? Okay, you say no problem. If you come back, give you it, move. You can't touch them. You can't touch. See, the truth is nobody can touch you. They can only touch you when you are scared. Spirit, entity, anything, it can only touch you when you are scared. Their appearance to you or what they put in your brain to see is not actually to hurt you, but to make you hurt yourself. Most times you realize that most times this thing doesn't have power to hurt you, but they can manipulate a way you can hurt yourself. We are the ones that imagine, okay, they drive, spirit appear for your car. You say, hey, get a system where you die. Now the spirit kill you. No, now appear, you appear. Now you go panic, die. But when you're not scared, you'll be in control. And make it shoot you now. Make it do that. Yeah, make you die. So it's fear. It's fear. It's fear. It's fear. Everything operates based on fear. That is why they say it's either to be feared or respected. Feared because why? People can only people can only intimidate you, oppress you, ha- have access to you without your consent when you are fearful. Because they know at the end of the day you can't do anything. But when you are not fearful, we go punch. Na spirit you be. Myself na spirit. Now this suit when I get, now it make me dey feel like say I no follow you be. Make I come off for this, but no punch. They mad. So at some point, you just realize all these things. It's just your everything spiritual. You just have to realize it and take in charge and be in control. Not anybody want you. Not anybody want you. Not spirituality. When it comes to spiritual, just realize this. Spirituality is here. Everything is going on here. That is where the spirituality is. Everything is here. Your mind is a mental world.